Okay, so
And then
the cache is like
Twitch
2
doesn't
minutes.
add any delay.
I see. Okay. So it's locally delayed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you could also add delay in Twitch, but you'd need access to the Twitch account.
Okay, so we have started streaming again. It is 85 seconds until it's starting transmitting. Don't know if it's gonna work.
Okay.
Oh shit, I tapped out and I'm back, and now there are 3 void rays and 2 carriers on the way.
Yeah.
What happened?
Okay, I forgot one thing.
Where's the Terran army? There's 7 marines and 3 widow mines, okay. Interesting. I'm curious if that's what Kanye was
Is it lag
saying.
right now?
No,
6
Huh?
seconds.
no.
Okay, this is so weird.
A mothership!
Oh my!
Let's go, 619. Almost 6-9. Let's go.
Ooh,
Oh no.
what is that?
GX is turning into a robot again.
What, Emma? Oh, fuck my mic. Like, I don't think it's the mic, but it's like the external USB adapter, sound card, whatever. And there is a... What is a Wackelkontakt in English? I have no idea.
Oh, bist du in der Bahnhof?
Oh my god, we're live. Oh my. It's
we?
actually working.
It's actually working. It's gonna rain. Oh wait, it is already raining.
That's a fantastic moment for the stream to go out, as there is a fucking battle against marines and void rays and carriers, and there's a mothership popping out.
You're 100%
Don't
correct.
ask.
You're
Are you in
100%
the
correct.
scene
Except
already?
I'm not in game.
He's not in
You're
game.
not.
I'm not in the lobby.
Oh my, he's not in game.
Yeah, because he was AFK, so he couldn't accept it.
That's alright though, so it is game 1. Sorry, who's playing at the moment?
It's Fierce versus...
Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye.
And
I'm
Kinyu is...
going with Kanye.
Okay, so while we're waiting for that game to end, let's just have a look at the brackets. So, in this time that we faced all of these technical difficulties, welcome back to the stream if you are just joining us. Good to have you with us. Sorry for the technical issues we've been having this evening. Fortunately, it is working now, despite lots of trouble and struggle. But, yeah, at the moment, we've only really seen one game. I see there have been about 4 or 5 games that have been played. At the moment, you said it was... Caps, who's playing at the moment?
It's Kunio versus Fierce.
Okay, so Fierce, after beating Naz, is now into round 2. Kunio. So Fierce is on Terran. Kunio playing?
Protoss.
Protoss. Alright. And who's winning? You gotta give us commentary
Who's
here.
winning? Fierce GG'd out.
Yeah, Fierce Jazz GG as the Golden Armada came in and absolutely smacked his ass.
Would have been nice to see, but
Mothership OP confirmed, I think.
that was interesting. Oh my goodness, the army value is like, for Fierce it's like goes steadily going up. And for Konyu is like zoop into the fucking
Oh
sky.
my!
Beautiful. Even the worker's active. Okay, I'm quite surprised. Fierce was behind the whole game and just kind of died to a Skytus transition. Well, there was no transition, it was just straight up Skytus.
So it was a good first game, and we missed it on stream, and we missed it as casters, except for yourself. So that's dreadfully sad.
Wait, what?
What?
What did you just
What?
say? Sorry.
No, I was saying we missed that game on stream, and it sounds like it was quite an exciting
Oh,
game.
yeah. Honestly,
I
I'm
mean-
not sure. I was kind of out-tabbed half of the time, but well.
It wasn't that exciting. Like
It couldn't have been that.
both players were on their side of the map.
Yeah, and Fierce kind of
Uh,
flew into a
Mhm.
Golden Armada, and then the Golden Armada flew into Fierce.
yeah.
And GG.
And GG. Is everyone in the party? Hell yeah. Alright. Let's go. Oh goodness.
Right, so what are we going? What was the first map played? Villas.
Yep, correct.
Right, so we're going to submarine next. The Konyo? How do you say it? Konyo?
I'm going for Kanyu, but I have
Konyu.
no clue, man.
Alright, so we're just reading up in the lobby.
Yep, everyone's ready. The colors are okay. Match history is okay. Let's start at the game. That's how it should go, and that always does.
Right, let's head into game number 2.
Kanye kind of smashed last game.
Always exciting when there's a golden armada. Must have gotten it up quite quickly.
Oh yeah, I was alt up for the first few minutes, and then suddenly I come back at the 6th minute, and there's 3 void rays out and 2 carriers on the way.
Alright. So, starting us off in game number 2 in this best of 3, we currently have a 1-0 victory to Konyo. But in the top left, on Submarine LE, we have representing clan SGSA, is our Terran player Fierce.
And his opponent on the other side of the map, the red Protoss, after taking the first game with the Golden Armada. Coming into the second game, it is Konyo, whatever.
I love this opening already. We see 2 SCVs going to the northern side of Konyo's base.
This is gonna be. Oh my goodness, there's the forge. There is the forge and the probe cutting across the map.
So we have a forge for the Protoss, and we have what I'm assuming is going to be a proxy Rax. Well, I think he intended for it to be proxy Raxes, but does he see
Does he
this?
see the pylon?
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Doesn't see the pylon.
I guess he's trying to make the build look normal, but then just kind of builds 2 ranks across the map. But there is gonna be cannons on his side of the map very soon. He walled up though, so that is going to allow him to
Yeah, good
not
play.
have cannons upstairs.
Just starting that supply depot just to ensure that the full wall is up. Good play. Oh, he drops the supply depot. Okay, he's bringing the boys in.
He's gonna kill one of the probes, but there is a cannon finishing very soon, and ooh, nice block from Konyo here. One cannon is going up. Is the pylon going to survive? Yes.
Yes, it
Fierce
will.
is not going to focus it down.
Bunker going down already. No Marines in production just yet. The proxy Draxes are going to be finishing up as well, but I think Fierce is under a tremendous amount of pressure here.
Yeah, definitely. There are only supply depots. No, you don't have to pull those. Oh no, the SCVs are going to
Oh,
start dying.
losing 3 already.
Yeah, then there's no need for that. 4 SCVs going down. And the supply depot is just gonna hold up a tiny bit longer.
Oh,
I guess the bunker is actually in range, so
it's a slow, painful. Oh, he doesn't have high ground vision. It's a very slow, painful sort of siege. This.
Yeah, but there is going to be a Zealot out soon. The Zealot can take much more than a probe. The supply depot starts burning and is going to fall. Now the Zealot is in and can just provide high ground vision. Yeah, exactly. Just keep it in the corner, kill the barracks, or at least force them to lift and move away. On the other side of the map, there are 2 SCVs and 2 Marines.
Hmm?
No cannons in the main base of the Protoss players, so
Oh,
this is going to be a crazy game.
this is so unfortunate, I think, for
Oh, no, the
Fierce.
probe! The probe died. The probe died in the main of Fierce.
Does it matter though?
I mean, there is another probe, but
Yeah.
still.
Flies the barracks off before it gets completely annihilated. He does have the bunker up with 3 Marines in. Meanwhile, across the map, he is on 4 Marines. He has halted production for now. He is dropping a supply depot down there as well. And I'm pretty sure, obviously, Konyo has no idea that these proxies are here, but I don't know if it matters so much.
I think it does. As soon as Fierce just moves in with 10 Marines, or even just 6, like, what is there to defend? A bunch of probes?
It's completely supply blocked though. He's trying to push out more production of Marines across the other side of the map, but he can't. There's no supply for it.
Yeah, and there's no supply depot on the way either. That's a massive mistake from Fierce that can cost him the game.
He's just commit here and run the SCVs in to get supply up. He's just going to run the 4 Marines into the Protoss base. Hope for the best.
Yeah, it's kind of a desperation move that may actually work, but there is a Void Ray now charged up and trying to take down this bunker. The shield batteries run out. Okay, nice bit of micro. And another battery will finish, and now this bunker is dead, I think?
Is it dead? I'm not sure.
I think? Oh no, because the prismatic alignment.
Yep, and another Void Ray is finishing up. Those Marines are in the middle line of the Protoss, which is good, but they're not sort of prioritizing anything as the recall is used to bring back the Void Ray, just to clean up those Marines.
I was kind of doubting the ability of the Void Ray to kill this many Marines, but the probes made it possible, and now Fierce is in a lot of trouble.
Those poor Marines. Those poor Marines running away for their dear lives just get picked off one by one. Void Ray picks up 5 kills. There's another one. Still waiting, just outside of the Terran's natural. Bunker does have 4 units in. On the proxy racks, we still see continued production of Marines. Oh, this is a weird stalemate at this point.
Not really. Fierce doesn't really have anything. He doesn't have income, he doesn't have an army. So he's just gonna slowly die to these Void Rays.
Only he could get his Marines.
Enough probes across the map.
No, it's over.
Now...
Yeah. 3 Void Rays on the map, one Zealot, and 11 Marines. I think the 11 Marines is... Can 11 Marines take 3 Void Rays? Probably not, no.
I don't think so. Not without Steam. Not without Steam.
Steam. Oh, those Marines get melted. They get completely melted. Production continues on the Marines across the map, but it's not enough. He's going to send them in along with the 2 SCVs that he has there. As his CC does fall, he has a bunch of idle SCVs. Nothing really he can do here. He can't pull the SCVs out because they will get destroyed. He has to kind of just patrol them around the edge of his base.
Yep, the Marines, yeah, this amount of Marines is never going to kill the Void Rays. Especially if the probe will be pulled just to tank some damage and...
Shooting fish in a barrel.
Exactly. Unless... Wait, that's... Recall is on cooldown though! So all the probes will die before the Void Rays can get there.
This game just gets more and more interesting. I think really just nail in the coffin here, sure.
Yeah, there is... Like, there is 5 Void Rays out, and they will find the proxy. Oh wait, the proxy has been found.
Yeah, it's been found.
They're just gonna kill it.
When did he scout the proxy?
Let's kill the Marines though. I mean, not like Konyo will run out of buildings, but just kill the Marines.
Just prolonging the game, really. Gotta love Starcraft. Oh, only in Starcraft does this happen. Gotta love games like this. Marines are moving out. And GG tap before we see the final battle.
Fierce just leaves the game. That was crazy.
It was great. So Konyo taking that 2-0. Knocking Fierce down to the lower brackets. Okay. Does sound good. Who will the show match be?
What rank are you rather?
What rank am I? I haven't actually
Yeah.
placed this season yet, to be honest.
Yeah, I see no borders, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably low bronze.
Low bronze, high masters. Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Although, yeah, no, it won't be good. Won't be good. Let's be honest. Very rusty at the moment, but one of those things. I think StarCraft is one of those games where you have your typical MMR decay, but at the same time you have like a mechanical decay, where I think your mechanical abilities, while they don't decay as quick as your MMR, if that makes sense. So you can pick up your mechanical ability quicker than you can MMR.
Okay, makes sense. I guess.
Have you done your ranked games for the season? I suppose it's
Nah,
only one, isn't it?
I don't think I played on this server this season. Or did I?
What, playing on EU? Do you normally play on other servers?
I played some on NA and also on my second account.
Multiple StarCraft accounts.
I have three, which is kind of funny because I'm not quite sure why I made the third one. Like I always first I just had one and just switched between servers, but then it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
It was again it was to fight my ladder anxiety. I wasn't just trying to smurf or anything like that.
How
It
do
was
you?
like, oh, okay, I have a good rank on my main. I'm gonna play on my like on another server. But then on the other server, my rank got high enough,
Yeah.
so I played on the original server. But then they were kind of equal, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna make another account and play whatever I dare.
I think that's quite a good sort of topic. I think, especially for a lot of new players, anyone watching that is new, I think StarCraft is constantly getting an influx of newer players. Well, I'd hope so. How would you advise people overcome that anxiety?
I think it's very different for everyone. I know people that can just force themselves to press play.
Yeah.
Like if they just press play, they're fine, you know. It will be rough when they like finish a game, especially if it's a loss. They finish a game, but if they just press play another and just let things happen,
Just go
for
into it
some
and
people
sort of
it's
face
good.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, but for others, like for example, I could not do that. I just get too tired, like both physically and emotionally, after a bunch of games in a row.
Just
So for
exhausting.
me, the best thing is usually to just play something else, like 1v1s with friends or unranked even, or
Mm.
some customs, etc. So I get better outside of ladder, and then on ladder I win more than I lose, and it's way easier.
Well, that makes sense.
So you just gotta figure out what's good for you and
Yeah,
go
what
for it.
what works for you may not work for everyone else. I think it's something very exclusive to StarCraft is ladder anxiety. You know, I play a lot of games, and when I think about it, I don't think any give me as much anxiety as StarCraft does. You know,
Yeah,
hitting
sure.
that versus 1v1, there's nothing quite like that. You know, you don't know what you're getting into. It's the same with other games. You don't know what you're getting into, but I mean, there's a level of anxiety involved, I think, in 1v1, especially when you're playing in a tournament.
I think in StarCraft 2, it's kind of the feeling of loss is is completely different.
Mm,
I'm not sure if it's the 1v1 nature alone, because I haven't really played any other 1v1 game that is so competitive or with such a high skill ceiling.
yeah,
I think it's the combination of the fact that you have to work very hard to actually improve, and so you're very scared to lose it. And then also the fact that it's 1v1, so you can't blame anything else. There's no RNG, there's no critical hits or
it's purely skill
equipment or
based. Yeah,
another player helping or
There's balance.
trying to kill you or whatever. There's just you, your opponent, and the tools you have, nothing else.
Well, I mean, that's the reason why people always balance. Blame the
Yeah,
balance
exactly.
for everything. Because it's
It's
like the
really
only thing you can.
it's really hard to like put the blame on yourself for whatever, really. Like not only losing a game, but anything.
Mm.
And I think it may be a bit weird, but maybe it's actually good, because if you put too much blame on yourself, you get discouraged. I have this issue a lot, that I play a bunch of games and then I feel like I'm absolute garbage, not only at the game but as a human being, and I turn off StarCraft and I don't come back for a week because I hate this game at that point. If I just, if I just blamed balance or whatever, I would maybe be less focused on how terrible I am and just play more and get better faster, you know.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the bit of news that was announced yesterday around StarCraft 2. It was quite big, actually.
Again.
Dead game.
What are you even doing here, everyone? Leave! This game is dead.
Definitely
I mean,
not dead, but I think it makes sense from the developmental standpoint. It's 10 years. Let's move on to the next title.
I'm
I
the
mean,
most
come on,
sad
they
for
haven't
people.
really put out any content for the last 2 years, so
Yeah, in any case, so
I'm the most sad
it's
for people who play a lot of co-op. And I think co-op is a great idea, and would be even better if it was better optimized, because honestly, like when there's 5,000 units on the screen, because there's a swarm of Avon's forces coming at you, and you have Stukov and I don't know, Zagara or whatever with another 5,000 units. It's absolutely impossible to play. At least for me, I don't know. Maybe if someone has a supercomputer, maybe we'll get the 30 FPS. Yeah. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I think the co-op got hurt the most by that announcement,
yeah.
because 1v1 wasn't really getting much, as you're saying. I guess the balance patches, not patches, the balance like changes they made just to kind of mix up the game a little, is the biggest hit into 1v1. But
No, just thinking about that anxiety and the one-on-one you were talking about, the only thing I can think of that comes kind of close is the Gulag in Modern Warfare. But that's about it. Okay, so we are ready to go into the next game. I'll be stepping out for this one, and GX and Cry will be taking you.
it's actually a show match between Konyu and Fierce playing his main race to Zerg. So
Oh.
we may
Okay,
as well
we may
stay
as well
here
three. Okay, no,
and
fair
just keep
enough.
talking over the game if you think it
yeah.
would be cool.
I didn't realize it was a show match.
Yeah,
Oh.
because
It
we're
helps
kind
to
of waiting
read, I
for
suppose.
we're waiting for the bracket to kind of catch up to us, because the games were quite quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's continuing the topic of the ladder anxiety. Is on you, maybe that's the thing.
Yeah.
The fact that the pressure is on you and
When you're being
nobody else.
spectated, yeah, 100%. Also, no RNG, like you were saying. There's no game mechanics to blame it on. Well, I suppose they are, but...
Yeah.
Alright, so we are into our show match on Romanticide, Ali. We have Fierce vs. Konyo. So in the top left as our... What is that? Gold? Yellow? Am I blind?
It's a yellow.
Yellow. As our
There's
golden...
no gold.
No, is no gold. Okay, sheesh, I'm terrible. As our yellow Zerg, starting off in the top left, it is SGSA's Fierce.
And his opponent on the other side of the map, on this beautiful, beautiful map, by the way. It is the red Protoss Konyu.
Quite a beautiful map, that now that you mention it. Is this one of the community-made maps?
All of them are community made.
All of them.
Oh, all of them in the
Yo,
new
yo, yo,
rotation.
yo, hold up. There is a Nexus before Gateway. It was a Nexus first.
Ooh.
And it's not gonna be punished.
No,
At least not yet.
no, pool is only going down now.
Yeah.
Alright, GX, thank you very much. There's so many.
Oh yeah, I'm not muted. Forgot that for a second.
Control Shift O. Oh, that's really amazing.
Yeah.
What do we expect from this? I mean, Fierce is just in the last round been knocked to the lower brackets. I mean, he did face Konyo as well. So now we see a Fierce playing his actual race. I mean, he was playing off race as Terran.
Yep, Fierce's Zerg is at least right now on EU at 3.4k, so just 100 MMR over the limit of the tournament. So it's not like it's gonna be a massive difference, but it will be a difference nonetheless.
What is Konyo going to do this game? He seems to be quite a big fan of his tech. Going double gates with the cybernetics, he will start producing adepts as well. Imagine we'll see a Twilight Council going down as well. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, but look at the worker count. He is 5 workers ahead now. That opening really pays off. That kind of shows. I don't know if you've heard about No Regrets' idea of an RTS where everyone plays random all the time, right?
What, random race?
Yeah, like you have 3 races just like in StarCraft 2, and everyone is forced to play random.
I suppose it would.
I think I would like that.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting sort of dynamic to put into competitive RTS.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say, like, if the 12 pool wasn't the case, or just an early pool, then Nexus first would be standard, right?
Hmm.
On the other hand, if this was like a versus random, there's a link flood coming by the way, but
A lot of links.
let me finish.
With paint.
No, it's a Bane Bust.
Bane Bust!
So if it was just that game where you always play random, like Nexus first wouldn't be the thing, but also one gate expand wouldn't be a thing. It's kind of a spectrum of openers that are more or less safe. Quite interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Now
the
there
Banes.
we go.
Banes go in. One adept
Nice
holds the
split.
line. Oh, very nice.
Oh
Not
my.
Not enough
he
though.
did.
Not enough
Rest
though.
in peace.
Gets surrounded immediately. Does pull the probes off the line. Probes are going to get surrounded as well. Does stack him on minerals. And that's that. That's all she wrote.
Oh my god, that was
Yeah.
painful.
Oof.
That was just disgusting.
Really following the theme of the games we've seen this evening though, being very short, very
Yeah.
quick games.
Looks
Less
like
than
we'll
5
need
minutes.
another show match.
Best of 3, asks Konyu. I mean, it makes sense, I think. I don't know how the bracket is going, but it is quite funny.
So just having a look at the bracket quickly. Still waiting on Darkemore versus Blade. Blade did take a 2-0 victory over Lewis from Mars in round 1. Lewis from Mars dropping to the lower brackets. Round 1 lost to... No, he hasn't lost yet. Sorry, everyone's been seeded into losers round 2. We are waiting on the losers round 1 game. Some familiar names here this evening. We've got Keratopia, obviously Lewis from Mars, Blade, Darkemore, the CSO Cup regulars.
You'll still win.
Right, so are we going into another show match now?
Yeah.
I'm trying
We
to.
just
I'm
haven't
trying
figured.
my best to play the game, you know?
We just haven't figured out who exactly is playing who.
Oh, man. So it looks like we're going to have a 2v1 with a 50% handicap. I know you were
Let's go.
joking, but...
No, I'm not joking. I'm freaking serious.
Yeah, you'll still win.
I don't know.
Like-
It's really rough, man, because the 50% handicap only counts for the health. So you still have double the damage.
Yeah, but
I don't think I've ever actually played StarCraft 2 with a handicap, apart from my general handicap, which is not being able to play StarCraft very well.
okay, I don't understand what we're doing anymore now.
No?
No. I think Rain wants to play against some. Anyways.
2v2, I'm expected to
No,
play with
no,
my inability.
You're not expected to play, I think. Except
yeah,
if you
you're
want.
expected to cast.
Get out of this
And
lobby admin.
Christian and me, we can do first person casting.
GX and his first person casting. Alright, so this is quite interesting. We have two of our casters versus one of the CSO esports management team with 50% handicap. Nightscape Ali, this looks like a great map actually. Never seen
No,
this
listen,
map.
listen. You do not understand the concept, I think.
I probably
It will
not
be
know.
me alone on 100% against GX
Oh,
and
100%
Bladrain on
now.
50%.
Yeah. No, I get
Wait,
that.
what?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I think I'm understanding a concept I don't think GX is.
I think I don't.
No. It makes
Yeah.
sense, right? So I am alone against two people, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have 50% handicap, so that I have a chance.
Like you're a diamond, we are golds. I was
there are
plat last
two
season, but
players. Do you realize how big of a difference that is?
like
I've
only
seen
if
a
we match
GM
out.
play against two plants. He got smacked. Like maybe if I was a pro player, I would be like, sure, fine, I'll do it, no problem. But dude, I'm not. I'm just a D2. I mean, we can try this, but I'm gonna get absolutely demolished here. Double Zerg as well if you just do anything very quickly, like. Oh well. I
Alright,
guess I'll
let's...
mute myself.
You're gonna mute yourselves? Okay, solo casting. Yay.
Yeah, we're gonna mute. Well, we also need to deafen ourselves.
Okay, I can cast with you.
Yeah, I mean that would be kind of fair as well. Silencer doesn't need to cast.
So go GX, deafen yourself, quick.
Oh wow,
Please.
cannon
Yeah.
rush already. Oh, sorry. You're not muted yet. Alright, we'll be with you shortly. Well, it would seem that you are now playing a you're playing a show match, and good luck.
That I realize. And I am casting it as well, right?
Okay, if you want to cast, you're welcome to. I'll try not to leak any incriminating information to you.
Are they deafened or not?
They are. Well, GX is deafened. Blood Rain is
Blood
not
Rain.
deafened.
Oh, that is a shame.
I didn't even know.
Can someone stop Bladrain from cheating? Hello? What is this?
And I've got an amazing spectator interface, so this is great. I cannot see production. I can't
What?
see anything.
How? What is going on?
That's okay. We just need to see what's going on. It's very hard for me to actually dictate what's going on with you here, because I think anything I say... Yeah, pretty much anything I say gives away what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna deafen myself.
Okay, please do. Thank you. Right, so I just want to ensure that everyone is deafened up so that this is an even match. Bloodrain is not deafened up, and I'm going to assume Bloodrain is not listening in on the conversation. I hope not. Conversation with myself. Okay, so we have Cryogenic playing here. Cryogenic, I think, is a Diamond player. I think he's Diamond 3 Protoss. As far as I understand, Blood and GX Alpha are both gold players, if I'm not mistaken. So that's really where the idea of this matchup comes in. There are handicaps on both of these players in the bottom left. So just as a very brief introduction, on the pink Zerg, we have CSO's Bloodrain. She's one of the admins of the CSO tournament, joining us for the show match this evening. In the bottom right, the caster GX Alpha, who was casting on comms just shortly before we jumped into this match. He is the yellow Zerg, going for the quick expand into spawning pool. Both players really going the same builds here. And then lastly, we have Cryogenic, who, as I mentioned, is our diamond player. And yeah, going the double gate wall. Cybernetics Hall researching that warp tech and looking to drop his second Nexus down. Very difficult that we don't have a production tab or unit tab or any of that, but show match, it should be alright. So just having a look at Twitch chat, what are your predictions here? I see you've got a couple people in chat. Good to have you, Carrots, up here. Good to see you in the chat there. Summer Gaming SA, what's up? The SA stand for South Africa. If so, welcome. Good to have you. And if not, welcome. Good to have you. What happens if you're South African? You get 2 greetings. Alright, so I'm surprised to see that there's no real cheese. GX going for the third hatch pretty quickly. Second Nexus for a Cryo, only halfway through production now. He is oversaturating his mineral line just so he can obviously send those probes over. Does only have a Stalker. GX does have sight of him, Stalker, and a Adept as well as a Sentry. He hasn't produced Phoenix just yet to scout out what his opponents are doing, and I think at this point doesn't have any information. Yep, got no information whatsoever. He does see the Overlord in his base. He is researching the Adept upgrade. Robo finishes up. Wow, literally none of these tabs work. Makes life pretty tough. Right, Bane's finishing up with an Evolution Chamber, going for melee +1 for GX. We have a number of lings here for Bloodrain. And really, we just want action here. Binogenic, good play on words for Cryogenic's name. Popping more gateways down. He does move up to 4 gates. He's got a shield battery in a good position there just to hold the wall. We see some lings moving out for Blood, just probably trying to get some information up the ramp there. Fortunately, the Overlord was harassed by that Stalker and had to move out, and so no more vision for either of these players. And so far, if I'm to hazard a guess, it would seem that the Zerg players are well ahead of our Protoss players this evening. Right, he shades out. Bloodrain hasn't noticed the shading out yet, hasn't moved the lings, and they will engage and one-shot those lings quite convincingly. Warp Gate does finish up. I think it did get scouted there. If Blood was watching, she did see the Warp Gate come up, and so they can expect coming. It does seem to be taking a path no Overlords are, so this may well be a bit of a surprise attack coming out for Cryo. Lots of army units, lots of lings, lots of Banes finishing up for GX. Blood does have some lings of her own, as well as some roaches. Is really focusing on that creep spread too. And it's going to be a difficult third, I think, here for Cryo to hold. I mean, he doesn't have much to hold here. I think he's really just banking on this drop, which I seem to have lost on the minimap. Drone going out for GX, looking to take a 4th hatch. Will go down. He's slowly recovering, and GX is moving out on his metabolic boosted links. Okay, so the drop does go down. GX quickly responds. Bloodrain also quickly responds, sending the lings just to protect, but I don't know if that's that's good enough. I mean, most of this production line is already dropped, and there's no real anti-air apart from the Queen, and so this Warp Prism just really gets in and out, and that forces Blood Rain to send out her units. She's got the Roaches, she's got the Lings, and they're going straight for that third. They do have vision of it with this Overlord up here. And this is going to have to force a cancel of this Nexus out for Cryo. Only has a handful of Stalkers and an Immortal available at base. Don't know how much that's going to be able to do, especially if they get this around, which they do. One of the Stalkers goes down. Other Stalkers in a terrible position will go down as well. At least that Immortal then can hold the high ground, but this third will fall. Interestingly though, no cancel out from Cryo. Being a little bit overwhelmed here just by one set of forces. And that's not even including GX's forces just yet, so not looking good for Cryo at the moment. Does manage to warp in a couple more things. The shield battery really doing a lot of work there. Is overcharged. Will hold just for now as both players decide to take out this Nexus. Difficult position Cryo finds himself in here. I see you are from South Africa. Welcome, Fierce. Good to have another Sapphire here. I was wondering earlier, I saw in your name on game, Fierce SA. Nice to have a South African in these CSO tournaments. Oh, and that is quite a large number of Banelings. Will GX commit to the Baneling bust? And the second question is this enough units? And just to answer your question, yes, he is at a 50%. They are both at a 50% disadvantage. I don't think that matters though. I really don't think that matters though. More and more forces are just coming in here. They're looking to go forward. Oh, excuse me, with the bust. Yeah, it's the second Nexus is highly oversaturated. There are no workers on either of those gases. And GX Alpha just toying with his food at this point. Sends in a Ling just to scout what's uphill. Sees that it's not too much. I mean, those Immortals maybe are scary. The bottleneck's quite terrifying, but that's more than enough pains to at least take down one, if not both of these warp gates, as well as the cybernetics core. And they're retreating. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's why. So that's what Cryo was focused on. It's very difficult to keep track of this game. But Cryo was more focused on really just trying to bring that army back. I think it's a bit of a strong commit from both these players to bring absolutely everything back to stop this drop. But these Adepts getting quite a lot of work in, each sitting on about 5 or 6 kills there. They are in Blood Rain's mineral line as well, but I don't think that's too impactful at this point, considering how heavily oversaturated this Nexus is. And then, I mean, GX is on 4 bases and Blood is on 3, and I mean, they still have this massive army value. Be nice to see their current supply count, but not the end of the world. As they do move out, they see Blood. It has allowed Cryo to get a bit of space on the low ground here, but very good use of sentries. He does bottleneck them a bit, but he needs something to deal in an AoE. Unfortunately, Immortal's not a great counter to Zealots, even with well-placed barriers. They do go around the barriers just to try and get us around, and it's going to come down to Cryo's micro. I don't think he has enough here. There's going to be a surround. The Roaches are in a good position. Banes make good connections. The Lings do fall, and Immortals versus Roaches is a very one-sided battle. More Lings do come as backup, as once again this Nexus will be shut down. Ravagers missing their targets. They're getting the Nexus, but not really managing to get anything else. And this shield battery really is working completely overtime. Oh, that's a heavy commitment from both of these players. They're trying to take that shield battery down. They do manage to get it. They will drop that Immortal as well. Was it picked up by a Warp Prism? No, it did go down. Didn't see the animation of it dying. And Zerg just flood the base here. And unfortunately, these players are bottlenecking one another, so they're not really getting through. And it doesn't matter. The Cybernetics core does go down. And the last of Cryo's defenses are holding with everything they got. Weapons 2 is starting to be researched for Cryo, but I don't think that's nearly enough here. I think, well, maybe I'm completely wrong. I think there's not very great target priority, not great synergy from both of the players here, but does it matter? I mean, they're 2 Immortals versus all of these Lings, couple Hydras. Okay, so 1 Immortal goes down, second one goes down, third one gets boxed in, will go down as well. As Cryo is left to warp in some Zealots, and he will tap out with a GE.
Nice.
If anybody expected anything else, then they are wrong.
Well, I expect it to be absolutely crushed.
I don't know what I expected, I'll be honest.
It was 1 versus 2. Have you ever seen any 1 versus 2?
Yes, I watched Hero Marine do 1 versus 4. But that's Hero
Versus
Marine.
4, but what rank?
I think they were gold.
Gold?
Did a 1v4 gold? And a 1v6 silver? But that's Hero Marine, no, let's okay.
Yeah. So you see the difference in skill level? Gold against a pro player? Like,
I mean, that means that you're halfway to pro.
like if you look at the army value graphs, you see, oh, Ladray was below me for the latter half of the game.
Well, let's just cut to that for
I'd
the
like
quiz.
make it times 2 plus a little bit because GX was way higher than me for the latter half of the game. Yeah.
I think well held though. I mean, it was an 11, 12-minute game. I think the drop was quite good. You had that second drop when both armies rallied out your base. So I was very surprised to see both Blood Rain and GX move their entire armies back for 6 adepts. It's created a lot of space.
That's the point there. I guess I should have just went charge. I was like, I'm gonna cripple their economies with adepts and then just go from there. But obviously they're gonna go for a fucking Bane Bust Roach attack.
Oh, good show,
I
match.
also
Till next time.
could have went for Nexus first instead of a safe 2-gate opening. And then it's double Zerg, like I could have absolutely smacked the Zerglings.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have been informed by the gods that be that we are ready for our next game. I believe. Be who exactly? Who's in our party? Ooh, Sunino. Okay, so we have Sunino facing off against, I think it's Darkamal according to the brackets. Name is a bit different on Battle.net. El Grangero.
All right. So, oh wait, who's playing?
Seems to be Sunino and Darkamal,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Wait, who?
Sunino from IndieK.
Yeah.
And then El Grangero, from what I understand, is Darkamal, regular of the CSO Challenger tournaments.
Ah, okay. I see.
Alright, we'll go transition, and GX and Cryo will be joining you shortly.
Okey-dokey. Obviously it's dead.
To me. Whatever. So we call the Terran Dark.